Cameron Tradukian here with the Daily Developer Show. This is the show where we talk every single day about how you can become a better software developer and how to optimize your lifestyle as a web developer, software developer, programmer, whatever you want to call it. And check this out. Today, speaking of lifestyle optimization, today I am rocking my 2014 MadFest juggling t-shirt. I actually love juggling. I love juggling. Let me juggle like this to show off my bicep, my non-existent bicep. What is the point of today's video? In today's video, I want to talk to you about the idea of how to improve more quickly as a software developer. And this idea is very, very simple. How to improve quickly without wanting to kill yourself, right? Because sometimes programming can be very, very frustrating. And something I've noticed, both with myself and with other people, is that one of the most dangerous things in learning software development is becoming so frustrated that you give up and you just stop programming entirely. This happened to me. I'm going to move the computer now so you can see my face a little bit better with the lights. Oh, it's cluttered here. But this happened to me several times, probably 3 times in the past. The first time was when I was about 12 years old. I actually bought a computer explicitly for the purpose of learning software development. I was coding in Xcode. Man, this was probably 10 years ago. I was in 7th grade. And the tutorials that I was using were not very beginner friendly. They were kind of like they were written for somebody that had come from a computer science background. So of course, after I build my flashlight app, I build my Hello World app, I think that I'm just stupid and I give up. Or I've also had that in the past, maybe 3 years ago, I tried to learn software development and I was like, this is just too difficult. I think that I'm not wired for this. And another 2 years ago, I was like, oh, I'm not wired for this. But probably in November, I've been coding consistently since November, and here's kind of like the switch that went off in my mind to both improve quickly and not give up, to not lose your way on this journey we call becoming a software developer. I'm crying right now a little bit. My eyes are tearing up because this is about to be beautiful, man. It's about to be beautiful. Here's what you got to do. You thought I was joking. I'm not joking. I really am crying. Tearing up beautifulness. Here's what you got to do. If you don't want to give up in becoming a software developer and you want to improve quickly, you need to find the part of software development that appeals to you at that time. And not only do you have to find something that appeals to you, but you also have to make sure that what appeals to you is also something that will stretch you. You need to find the intersection where these two things meet. So there are many different ways that you can improve your skills as a software developer. You can do tutorials, you can build projects, you can pair program, you can do algorithms. There are many things that you can do. You could create tutorials. There are many, many, many ways you can improve your software development skills. But if you want to get better and not get so frustrated that you give up, find something that, number one, is something that you want to do. Or at the very least, it's something that you tolerate. You can tolerate, right? It's something that you don't just hate your life every single day for having to do it. Listen, we all have a day where we're just like, oh, dude, coding sucks. I'm not a big fan of this. That happens. But if you're every single day, you're like, oh, dude, I don't want to do this. That means either coding isn't for you, or I don't want to be one of those people that's trying to like kick people out of this industry. My way of reframing that is maybe you're working on the wrong problem at that time. So maybe what happened to me was I was trying to build these projects in React, and I can't even get my project to compile. I'm getting all these errors before I even begin. And in Vietnam, I had another software developer try to help me, and he couldn't get the project to compile on my computer. I'm like, what? somebody that's already working as a software developer cannot get my React project to compile so that I can actually build something. What's the point of me trying? I give up this software development stuff. Nobody can do it. But that's not the right attitude to have. If you do that, of course you're going to give up. Of course you're never going to get to the promised land. You're never going to get to the peak of the mountain where you want to go. So instead what I'd say is, listen, if the React stuff's not working for you, go to JavaScript. Or if you're doing JavaScript and you're doing the free code camp algorithms and you're getting frustrated, say, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm getting frustrated. If I keep trying to do these algorithms, I might give up and I might not come back tomorrow. So instead of doing these free code camp algorithms, I'm going to take a break for a day, a week, 2 weeks, whatever. But I'm not going to stop coding. I'm going to maintain my daily coding habit. And instead of doing JavaScript, I'm going to take a break on JavaScript and I'm going to go build my own project. I'm going to build a portfolio website, or I'm going to do the CSS 100-day image challenge. I think that's what it's called. Or maybe it's just the CSS image challenge, where you learn how to make these different images just using CSS. So it'll teach you about maybe about position in CSS, and you'll get stronger in that regard. So again, what is the point of this video? The point is, if you want to improve quickly as a software developer, but also steadily ensuring you don't give up in the process, whenever you get frustrated, exceedingly frustrated, not like, oh, I'm getting kind of annoyed, but you're getting so frustrated to the point where you're like, dude, maybe I'm going to give up software development. Don't give up. Instead, switch your focus to another aspect of software development, and that will keep you going. So, and another bonus is it won't just keep you going, it'll keep you motivated to put more time in, because you have some level of autonomy in that by having the freedom to choose and kind of bounce from one thing to another. And I'm not talking about bouncing from this programming language to this programming language to this programming language. I'm talking about from bouncing from doing JavaScript to doing CSS to doing a different project in CSS if the first project doesn't work. I'm not talking about you're learning 13 programming languages. I mean, maybe you're bouncing between 2 or 3 programming languages or scripting languages. So, I'm starting to rant now, but again, choose something that you want to do, that you're passionate about, or at the very least that you can tolerate. And what was the other one? I don't even remember anymore. But if you watched this video to this point, I'm sure you remember. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm having a good time here. Remember, this is the Daily Developer Show. We do this every single day. So if you want to join me for another good time tomorrow, please subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.